subject, as you all know. So that in one sense, entire Hare Krishna philosophy, entire Vedic philosophy is condensed in a holy name. So in this way, that ultimately it is a holy name. Actually, in olden days, is not known to community, but by mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that holy name is available for us now. In one sense, we are very indebted to Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. Uh, in this way, that if we truly little glimpse of the potency of a holy name, then our spiritual practice and also understanding of this material world, and the understanding where we are going, will deeply develop. Uh, so sorry, I got flu, so that my voice may be a bit fever, but I try my best. So, uh, and anyone maybe thought of the difference between meditation and prayer? Sometimes we are praying, sometimes we are meditating. What is the difference? Just for one moment, think about it. What is the difference of the meditating and the praying? So praying means actually is like our phone. Fundamentally, our phone has nowadays we can do anything with the phone, with banking and YouTube, etc. But fundamentally, phone function is two things. One is you speak, yeah, and then that voice has to be heard by the other end, and then and so you hear a person from the other end. So fundamental function is two things: speaking and hearing. So fundamentally, praying is that I make my voice to be heard to Krishna, so that we see Kunti prayers and then Bhishma Stuti, etc. Many stutis in Srimad Bhagavatam. Uh, so Srimad Bhagavatam, actually the structure is three. One is Stuti, the other is Katha, and then last thing is Upadesh. So we see actually Bhagavatam, when you first canto, it starts with a number of stutis, starting with the Kunti Stuti. So that in anyhow, to make our voice to be heard to Krishna is quite important. And the kata is the old story, and Upadesha is a direct instruction. So that is verse 11 canto, Krishna give direct instruction to Uddhava. Uddhava had a number of questions. Krishna gave each question and perfect answer. So in this way, that prayers, nature of prayers is that somehow we have a communication with Krishna, and then we make uh, our voice to be heard by Krishna. And the meditation is uh, the other way, hearing. So when you are in deep meditation, we see not only Hare Krishna movement, Buddhism, Christianity, the senior monks, the senior priests, they do deep meditation. What is the process of meditation? They hear either inner voice or they hearing the God voice. So this is uh, meditation. So this Hare Krishna mantra, the chanting holy name, is two process combined. So in one sense, buy one, get one free. So you utter the holy name, and then you hear holy name also. So in this way, the biggest challenge is that when we utter holy name, before this sound reached the ear in our head, 10 or 20 or 100 projects going on. So the longest journey is from mouth to ear. So already 5,000 years ago, Arjuna said, I asked Krishna, our mind is chanchal. We can't do it. How is it make it possible? So that the so simple thing that when we utter the mantra, just like here. So then prayers is done, meditation is done. This is a power of chanting holy name. But unfortunately, we are living in a such day and age in that our mind not easily focus. So then, how we can focus our mind on chanting? So Krishna says very simple answer. Abhyasena tu vairagena cha griyate. So two, abhyas and vairagya. So constant repeat. So abhyasa, literally abhyasa means repetition. So in the recent days Olympic Games, when you see the athletes, they do the same thing again and again, years and years. And as a musician also, from young age, they pick up some piece of the music and then practice either violin or cello. They're practicing again and again and again. So ultimately, because it is a challenge, only way to overcome the challenge is continuous repetition. But at the same time, uh, sometimes in our mind, uh, there is a egoistic thinking is coming in. Now I'm doing better. Uh, Now I can chant properly. So in this way, that uh, unnecessary confidence may come in. So confidence has to be there, but has to be in right way. What is right way? Vairagya. So result of that holy name, so we expect certain things. So I'll become now pure devotee. Or maybe our project may go smoothly. In this way, so many things uh, somehow we expect. So vairagya means that no expectation. When you do chanting, and then just chant and hear. So there is a simple way of proper chanting as well as overcoming our mind. But and yet, when we do things, we hear things, and then maybe we can focus on, let's say, 10, 20 minutes, but our mind drift away. So then I have to bring our mind back. Uh, so that when you bring our mind back, so what is important thing is that when we meditate on the potency of each word, so what is Hare, what is Krishna, what is Rama, then it helps. So fundamentally, Hare representing Krishna's energy, and then Krishna himself, and then Krishna's energy and Krishna meet together, then pleasure potency develops. So I'm sure there are many great devotees and senior devotees. I'm sure had maybe this similar session. So today I'll approach a bit different way in that what is Krishna's energy? And so who is Krishna? You know already. But then shastically, we review a little bit. Then when you chant, your attention will go towards each word more. So first of all, uh, let's have this benefit of this chanting. So Bhagavatam start with this benefit of chanting and then hearing of this Bhagavatam. So it says that right in the beginning, the first canto, or first chapter, it says, Apanna samsriting goram yan nama pipaso kurinan tata sattu vimuchyata yat viveti svayam payam. So, apanna, we are somehow inculcated in some shifting goram. This horrible samsara. We don't know how it started, but somehow we are here. But Yannama Vivaso Grina. Yeah, Vivaso means without much of intention, whimsically maybe. But and yet the holy name is so powerful in a way that if you focus, the effect will get maximized. But and yet, by chance, just overhearing, or by chance, just to say some uttering, even then, the that personification cannot enter. So why? Because that personification also fear of the existence of Krishna. So in this way that ultimately, if we focus on this name, then actually nothing is impossible. So when sometimes devotional life goes to a bit rough path, then only remedy is that chant properly. Uh, so then now we move on to then who Krishna is, why Krishna. Then Bhagavatam says, uh, remember this word, yataha, from him. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, they explaining who is Ishvara, who is God. Then he says, from him, on him, by him. Uh, you remember these three things. So, Jamma, Adi, Ashayata. Jamma, Adi. Creation, etc. Which means creation, maintenance, and dissolution. All is what we experience, Asha, is Yataha, from him. So, ultimately, if we understand, although we have a certain karma to carry, but this fundamental, the invisible hand, which Krishna is doing, if we have some glimpse of it, then we'll feel the power of a holy name. So Jamma Adi Asha Yataha Cha Altesh Jamma Dasha Yatamba Ambayat Idaras Cha Altu Abigasvara. And also Ambaya means directly, Idaras means indirectly. Alteshu Abiga. So Krishna knows basically everything directly and indirectly. Sometimes we feel that when I used to serve in the kitchen, no one knows our hard work. Uh, and then sometimes you feel a bit down. But then, even then, actually, Krishna is there to look after devotees. And then eventually, Krishna will reveal their glories. Recently in UK, one of my main colleagues who used to watching part with me together, he suddenly passed away. I was when I heard that news, I was very sad. So I just asked the devotee, how come he's born 1964, so that the age is not very advanced. So that nowadays they live up to 80, 90. So how come he left so early? And then he said, just last week, Wednesday, he was doing service, and then he felt some pain in the chest. And then people around, Babu, you don't look well. Why don't you go home and then some rest? He says, no, no, no. I have to finish my service and then I'll go. And then he finished his service, washing up. Uh, the washing up part is not easy actually, and the pot is also big, and the devotees are cooking in large scale. So that he went home, and then he said to his wife, maybe I'm dying, so that maybe I need to prepare that. So the wife said, no, 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 you can't just go. So let's call ambulance. So they called ambulance, and then ambulance took him to a hospital. And then within 1 hour, he left his body. no long curing, all this process when you go through, the old age disease, and especially at the point of death, there's so many things happen. It's not pleasant. But somehow Krishna took him just like that. Not much of a hassle. He just gone. And then I realized that this is Krishna showing the glory of devotees. Mm. Krishna knows what you are doing. Either you are hiding or revealing. It doesn't matter. Why? Ambayat idaras arteshu abhigya. Krishna always knows. So that in this way, if you want to make a little bit endeavor, that little bit endeavor make a difference, and Krishna knows. And also, abhigya, svara. As you know, Krishna is independent. Krishna is not obliged to anything. But and yet, Krishna has feeling for the devotee. Uh, and that tene brahma hridaya adikavaya muyanti suraya. So that when Lord Brahma was the first time when he was born out of lotus flower, he didn't know what to do. And then Brahma hridaya, Krishna gave small bhaktan into his heart so that he can create. And the teja vari muridam yatha binimaya. So teja, the fire, body, water, and the murida, the earth. So when you mix earth and water nicely and make a shape and then put the heat, then become nice pot. So in this way, by mixing the material element, Krishna created this entire world. So in this way, if we know the potency of Krishna more and more, that's why we hear Bhagavatam every single morning, so that we have a little bit of understanding and a little bit of attachment for Krishna. So this will go a long way to change our life. And then fundamentally, our life is all about purification. Amnasvena satam nirastakwam satam varam dhimahi. So, and then we chant, truly, then tapatraya mullanam. So all the misery also will be, threefold of misery also will be uprooted also. And then, and yeah, Krishna is with us at the same time. He's happy with his own world. And then Vyasadev, Satyam Param Dhimai. Initially, he wants to write Krishna Param Dhimai. But there are some sect that Shiva is a higher or Brahma is a higher, so that he has to include everybody. So that how we include this, all this, those who are pressing for spiritual life. So if we put Krishna name right in the beginning, maybe someone maybe put off, they may not read. So he put a Satyam. Satyam eva jayate. They put Satyam right in the beginning. So I meditate on this, the absolute truth. So in this way that Krishna's potency, Krishna's, who Krishna is, we got to know a little bit. And then I will move on to then what is this world we are living in? So the Krishna energy, what is the Krishna energy? Hare Krishna. So now we'll discuss Hare. So let me share the screen. Uh, so we went through this first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, and then this verse is from Lord Brahma's Galvastuti. So when Lord Brahma was in the Devaki's Kamsa's prison, when before Krishna take birth, all the demigod came and then offering prayers. Galvastuti, one of the famous stuti also. So here Lord Brahma says something very interesting. He described this material world far better than us, yes. Although scientists, they want to work out what this material world is. But he says here, Eka Ayana Asu. This universe, Eka Ayana, is one. What we experience is one. also our body can be also one. Although there are many bodies, but what we experience, our body is one. Uh, so this eka ayana. So this one eka refers to prakriti also. So if it's manifested, it's prakriti. It's unmanifested, it's pradhan. So all came from this pradhan, unmanifest stage to manifest stage. Mm. And then dvipalas. So once we are uh, take birth, once we take birth in this material world, we always seek dvipala, two fruit. What is two fruit? Banda and moksha. So some scholars saying that sukha and dukkha. But in general, dvipalas means some seek moksha, some seek pleasure. But if you seek pleasure, then it will be bound. You'll come back again and again, this samsara. Why? Because uh, karma produce two things, always bondage and attachment. So they are in this material world, we will maybe they're on the category of this dvipala, two fruits. And then three mullas, three roots is the three mode of nature. So everybody under influence of three mode of nature. And then chaturrasa. So according to their propensity, out of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, they have a individual preference. So someone stick to dharma, like Yudhisthira Maharaj, or someone stick to kama, like Duryodhana. So in this way, once we are born, uh, according to three mulla, three mode of nature, they seek chaturasa, these four types of taste. And then panchabhida, shadatma. Panchabhida means the five senses. And then with the five senses, they pursue what they want to pursue. And then along with that, while pursuing, always a shat atma. In other words, shat ul means there are six types of changes or six types of waves we constantly be experiencing. So our body is experiencing constantly should be basa, hunger and thirst. And our mind experience constantly shoka moha, always misery and then illusion. And then ultimately our life going toward jara and mara, old age and death. Uh, so in our body, once we have this body, saptattva, we have seven coverings. Here you see translation, you see skin, blood, muscle, fat, bone marrow, semen, and then ashta pitapa. So ashta pitapa means that earlier on, Bhagavad Krishna says that about describing this material world, Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Butil, Evacha, Ahankara, Iti, Yamme, Pinna, Parakrishit, Ashtara. Because the entire world is nothing but this element. Uh, and then Nava Aksha, nine holes, particularly our body has nine holes. And then Dasa Chati, and also we have 10 different air going around in our body. And then the last thing is most important. Dvikala. Lord Brahma said, you have to remember. Two birds, like Katha Upanishad, proper, often quote. So that these two words is there. One is our soul. The other is the super soul. Whether we see or not, Dvipada, Dvikala is there. So this is how this material world is works. So if we understand this Lord of Brahma's prayers properly, then when we chant, truly, we are not chanting alone. So one bird is chanting, and the other bird is hearing. So that we always have to have the feeling of presence that Krishna is within our heart, is chanting together. So in a way that we have to chant attentively. So, as we know, that when you receive a phone call. Sometimes we are busy, we are doing something else, and then we are talking. But the other person knows what we are doing. And while eating, we are talking also. So in this way, that the amount of endeavor, according to what endeavor we are putting in, actually, we can communicate with Krishna better. And then, uh, truly, when you feel connected, then Krishna gives you experience of each step. The Krishna is there, is guiding you. Especially recently, I visited Kumbh Mela, Sri Gaur Prabhu. I discussed with Sri Gaur Prabhu. And it's amazing the arrangement that it was impossible to get in the train. It's, it was an issue of you have a ticket or not. It's not issue. Even if you have a ticket, getting inside train is an issue. But Krishna miraculously took us in the train. We traveled together, and then somehow the Sangam place. And then, of course, the best thing is ISKCON Prasadam tent. Exhaustion, out of exhaustion, we want to eat something. Then we went to the Hare Krishna tent. And then there's so nice devotees serving continuously. So all your, when you come out of your comfort zone, when you somehow challenge something, then always Krishna's presence, Krishna's hand is right there. You may experience it. So in this way, the one sense a bit vague, in one sense abstract, but at the same time depends on how you chant. It becomes so substantial, so real. It depends on our quality of chanting. Okay, so I'll end here, and then maybe if you take some question, and then I'll take some question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Very, very subtle and deep explanation. So great to have you here, Prabhuji. Just want to open the floor for any comments or question for Prabhuji.
So, any question? No question.
Prabhuji, we always know that, Super Soul is there along with us always. But somehow or other, we kind of miss this. We forget about this. And we think only, when we are alone in the room, we just see that I am alone. And that consciousness of also other devotees around or things go. So how should we always remember that Super Soul is there? Super Soul is also listening attentively to what we are chanting.
Super soul is how we know that super soul is listening.
Yeah.
So that's
Kind of remember always that aspect.
So that ultimately, I would suggest that the simple solution, if we read more of Bhagavatam, for me, Bhagavatam is the answer for everything. Everything there in Bhagavatam. So all the lila in the Bhagavatam, people saying there's a mythology, but for us, it's a reality. So people change the people's vision, but it's change our vision. So Shraddha means two things. That faith in Guru Bhacha, whatever Guru says. 그 다음에 Shastri Vidhi, whatever Shastra says, 100% faith. So it's a matter of faith. And then after matter of faith, it develops into lifetime experience. So in this way that we need to develop a faith that our super soul is there, here, not there, here. And then eventually Krishna reveal some sweet experience as well as a bitter experience too. So that I'm here, Krishna, make sure, make arrangement, but you have to hanker for it. If you don't have any conception, then Krishna can't do anything. But if you have a certain eagerness, then make sure Krishna make arrangement. so that right lesson you can have. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you. And Navendu Prabhuji, you have some question? Okay, devotees are not able to unmute themselves. Just hold on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandot Pranam.
From Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Your smile actually shows your say faith on the holy name actually, which gives us a lot of hope actually. So because say we Indians don't take it so so seriously, but I mean after hearing to you, I mean I'm finding that we are so indebted actually to the holy name. So so I mean, can you please share something about your journey into holy ISKCON and holy, I mean how, your introduction to the holy name?
Oh, it'll take a whole day. My journey is really twist. It'll take a whole day, but I'll make it very short. If you make it short, it'll take 1 hour, but I don't know how much I can make it short. Basically, I was a hippie in Israel, in the kibbutz, traveling here and there with other hippies. At the time, at the age of 27, and that's one hippie saying that now we covered all the Middle East area, so let's go to UK. Okay, so Jai, that's a no Jai, but let's go UK. So that our gang geared up went to the UK, but Israel to UK, the flight ticket is very cheap, and also it has to be return ticket, but it looks like a return ticket, but it's a one-way ticket. We bought some very cheap ticket, and then I ended up UK. But luckily, Krishna sent someone that the night before I was traveling, someone came, they took everything from me. Basically, the money belt. So, uh, phone card, address, because we supposed to meet certain place in UK. So all the contact detail, all the money, everything is gone. Whatever left with me was only passport and then a few traveler's check. There was another pocket, so luckily they didn't take that one. So completely stranded in Israel, but and yet let's go. And then I arrived in UK with no contact, no guidance, nothing, just arrived. Even I didn't know how to get out of the airport. I didn't know the security check, but ended up UK. And then, as you know, hippie is a hippie always. So they know how to find the food. Either rubbish, garbage, or it doesn't matter. So in the 2 weeks, I was just surviving on only toast and bread, water, because hippies doesn't much money. Just 1 second, someone is out there. So one day, another hippie says that actually he had a job in the uh, his name is Peter, very big white guy. He said that you know there's one place if you go, you'll have proper food. And then my ears are perked up. Wow, what proper food? Where is the place? So he told me that there is a temple, but there everyone gives food free. Why don't you go? I said I felt so happy that someone gives free food. So I woke up very early in the morning, and then uh, somehow at that time my English wasn't speaking much of English either. So that asking this person, and then finally there is one train station. Then I asked the train where ticketing person, ask him that where Is temple? Where is the temple? And then he's asking me, you're smiling like me. And then, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, you want to go here? I said, no, I don't know what Hare Krishna is. I never seen Sika. I never heard of actually the name of Krishna until at the age of 27 when I was in UK. In Korea, entirely, the India means yoga. That's all I know. Twisting the body. That's all I knew. So that, he guided me to the London Soul Temple. So the moment I arrived, actually it was prasadam time. The smell of food, smell of rice, smell of dal is amazing. So I set one of the queue. And then after 2 weeks, first time, can you imagine? Normally in Korea, we don't eat bread. And also myself, I never ate bread really. Always we eat rice in local food. And then out of survival, for survival, I just have to eat bread. And then on my plate, there was rice, dal, and then sabji, and on top of the mahaprasad. That was a heaven. Oh, that's so nice. And also good thing was it that they come back again and again. Would you like some more? Yes, yes. So after then, prasada, I asked him, one of the devotee, serving, can I come back again? And he said, of course, you can come back again. If you like, you can come back early. Tomorrow morning, there is serving breakfast also. So, oh, really? What time can I come? He said, I'll come by 7. And then next day, right early in the morning, I got up and all the way from where I used to stay to that temple, I walked because I need to save the train fare. I may have walked for more than 2 hours. And then the cultural shock I had, it was unbelievable. Prasadam is nice, but people are really weird. Why? 7 o'clock, there was a deity greeting, and everybody dancing up and down, dancing up and down. Whoa! You know, before I was Buddhist. When you go temple means meditate, quiet, silent, absolute silence. Uh, and then suddenly hear temple singing loudly, dancing, and then mixing girls and boys. And also the drum sound was, I don't know how big it was. Ah, I thought this is completely cult, so that I never come back this place again. So anyway, I came here. So at least let me wait for breakfast. So I wait for breakfast, and then the breakfast also was absolutely amazing. There is, the 7 o'clock Mahaprasadam also coming, and all the prasadam. After eating, I felt, yeah, this free food, I can't just eat and run away. Somehow it doesn't go with my logic. So let me help a little bit. So after eat full meal, I felt, let me help a little bit. So can I help a little bit? And then he said, oh, of course. They put me in the kitchen and then they're peeling the potato. So after peeling the potato, lunchtime came. So after lunch, I wanted to go home, but they saying, if you wait, there's 4:30, there is a fruit opening. There is another marble person coming. So why don't you have that? And then I wait for that. And after eating that, 7 o'clock, there is another fruit salad. Oh, really? So 7 o'clock. So in this way, just suddenly, almost 2 weeks I was starving. But suddenly, after meeting this temple, I'm fully, what do you call, nourished. And then I asked them, can I come back again? Of course you can come back again. So next day and next day, third day. But I couldn't accept that this dancing part. The singing part is too much, too much. Those who, in Zen meditation, we used to, anyway, I was connected to Buddhist temple, so I used to meditate a lot. And then, those I couldn't digest. So, very poor English. I asked one brahmachari, what is this? Your food is nice, but your practice is too weird. Why, you know, in front of God, you have to meditate, but you sing in tongues like this. It doesn't match. And then he tried to explain, but of course, I couldn't understand anything. And then I just Buddhist logic, I just giving. And then he said one thing that it seems you are interested in philosophy, so why don't you learn a bit more? Where can I learn? And he said he introduced Bhaktivedanta Manor, but I didn't know where Bhaktivedanta Manor is. Anyway, he gave me some address. And then from London to Bhaktivedanta Manor, by public transport, is not easy to get there. But somehow, truly by Krishna's mercy, one after another, one junction after another, Krishna guided me in a way that next to the closest train station to Bhaktivedanta Manor in UK. So I got down, and then I asked someone, how can I go to Bhaktivedanta Manor? And he says that go straight and left, or go roundabout, turn around, and then go right and left. God, the English accent is not easy to understand. Oh, anyway, I walked. I just walked. You can't just stand in the station. And then suddenly, from behind, someone is calling, hey, you stop there. Hmm? It wasn't me. So I don't know anybody here, so nobody will call. I just walked. But sound was bigger. Hey, you stop there. Oh, it's very strange. Somebody looks like calling. I ignored it. Nobody knows me here. I kept walking 3 times. Third time, hey, you stop there. And I looked back. And the one lady, now I know that's a sari, with the sari, running after me. You stop, you stop. Ah, what happened? I don't know. And then I looked at that lady. And then the lady said, are you going to Bhaktivedanta Manor? Yes, I'll take you. Huh? How come you know I'm going to Bhaktivedanta Manor? And then the lady said that the lady was on Sankirtan. But on that day, somehow she has to finish Sankirtan early. And then she was coming back. And then when she get down the train station, the English gentleman whom I asked for the direction for Bhaktivedanta Manor, he knew I didn't understand anything. And then he saw this lady sari on the tilak. You know that boy walking? That boy is going to Bhaktivedanta Manor. I don't know I don't know where he's going. I don't think he knows where he's going. So why don't you guide him? So in this way, this lady took me to Bhaktivedanta Manor. So that from the train station to Bhaktivedanta Manor, around 45 minutes walk. Very great, And when I arrived at Bhaktivedanta Manor, uh, they asked me why you come here. So I want to learn something. So have you booked? No booking. Oh no, then you can't. So there's no booking, nothing. And then the smell was coming. There was a reception, next to the reception, there was a prasadam. Can you eat and then you can go? And then she said, oh, no problem. Oh, you can eat. And then luckily I arrived on the prasadam time. So while waiting for prasadam, the lady, by chance, can you call the education in charge? The devotee name is Sitaram. So normally he's so busy, so he's not in his office. But the receptionist called this education in charge, and then he came down, and then we got into talk. So are you here? So why you're here? So I said I want to learn something. And at that time, now I have shaved up. At that time, I had long hair like this, hippie hair, hippie, and the jacket is the army jacket, and it truly like a hippie, truly like a kind of beggar shape. I have, and then he was a bit curious that this person can handle the temple schedule or not. He was a bit curious. But anyway, I'll give you 3 days. If you can manage 3 days, I'll give you 1 week. If you manage 1 week, we'll give you 1 month. So let's see how it goes. So and then they gave me the one accommodation. Oh, it was like a hotel, hippie, sleeping in the London. The where I stayed was around 3 square meter. The bunk bed was 6. Anyway, that's a really, really poor place. That place was really heaven. And then after that, I started to stay in the Bhaktivinoda Manor. That 1 week became 3 days became 1 week. 1 week became 1 month. 1 year became 20 years. So in this way, I joined Hare Krishna just by prashadam. And also, when I was in UK, my service was in kitchen department. I was kitchen head.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That's so incredible. Thank you so much.
Mm,
Pranam.
mm. Sorry, the time is way over. Yeah. Oh, it was only half an
Thank
hour
you very
class.
much. Thank you, Patanjali Muni prabhuji. Your association is always kind of very enlivening.
Mhm.
Thank you.
By your kind mercy, so that again, thank you. I have to thank you again that you accommodated us so nicely our travel, and really your place was a kind of recuperating, really sheltered. During our journey, we couldn't eat properly, we couldn't sleep properly. Hardly we couldn't sleep, but somehow we had such a nice facilities. I think Dwarka
ISKCON
Temple.
Dwarka, ISKCON Dwarka's doors and rooms and guest house is always open for you.
Oh, thank you. I really indebted to ISKCON Dwarka. Somehow, uh, I ended up in ISKCON Dwarka. I don't know how, but somehow Krishna connected us. I didn't know even ISKCON Dwarka existed. The other temple I know, but somehow ISKCON Dwarka. I'm very indebted. Now it became my second home in India. ISKCON Dwarka.
Thank you very much, Ravi. Your
Hare Krishna.
association is actually very nourishing and it is
Mhm.
enlivening. So we always look forward to having your association. So whenever you come down, I think so. We discussed you were planning to come again somewhere in September, October. I think so.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, maybe October sometime. Yeah.
So we will. You drop me a message.
Yeah. So at the moment, the schedule is not settled. So I wanted to kind of set straight away, but somehow it got delayed. So as soon as I set the schedule, and I'll
Thank
send
you.
it to you. Okay.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Prabhuji. And thanks all
Thank
the
you.
devotees. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.